Shema, I'm DukaDuke, and welcome in another part of my exciting motorcycle adventures. So this is it, that beautiful moment when you're finishing work, coming out 5 minutes earlier than everybody else, because you just don't care. That's one of my favorite parts, just literally knowing that in a minute I'm gonna board that big train, end up in France, finally touch the mainland. Gets me all excited. There's another thing that usually when I'm getting on that train, that's the last moment when you can make sure that everything is correctly mounted, packed up, etc. Pretty much like a final touch before the trip. But this time it was a little bit different. The train was going really fast, and by the time I literally ate a sandwich, had a sip of water, and started doodling with my stuff, it was like, whoa, we're in France already, so yeah. Oh, and by the way, that downlink thing, you know, it's my sat-nav. So when I was at the border taking out my passport, somehow I managed to catch it with my arm, and yeah, I broke the mount. Yay! It's brilliant. Just before your trip, you got another 1,000-something miles to do, and yeah, you break your mount. Well done, Bart. Well done. Luckily, I always got gaffer tape, so whew, saved. We're already in. That was quick. I was about to do a little bit of a first entry, how we get into France, but we're already here. Oh god! Mess. I'm gonna spare you the part where I was running like a headless chicken. Right, maybe this time it's gonna work out a little bit better. Because last time when I switched on the camera, I didn't realize we were already in France. Because, yeah. Exactly. And, yeah, so we're in France. It was very hectic morning, but we managed to get there on time. It was very busy, a lot of queuing up for checkout and all that, because apparently it's a school holiday now. I don't know, I don't have kids, my calendar is a bit different, you know, bikes, adventures, beers, hot women, you know, that kind of a stuff, so yeah. Yeah, hot women. Right, let's go. We got about 1,000 miles now, so hopefully if we're not gonna be too tired, yeah, we're gonna reach our destination. If not, if we're gonna be really tired or the weather's gonna be bad, we're gonna stop in Magdeburg in Germany. So yeah, let's go. By the way, did I ever mention that Ducati Monster is not the most comfortable bike when it comes to pillion passenger? Yeah, you can tell by her face. Trouble is that with each mile the level of comfort is drastically decreasing. So this is why it's very important to choose your partner wisely when it comes to motorcycle trips, so you don't end up having nagging and wee, I'm tired, wee. Yep, take it as a tip. judging just by the sound, you can tell that helmet is a very, very important part of the trip, especially the quiet ones. Because after, let's say, 8 hours straight ride, yeah, you can get a little bit of a in your head. It's been a very long day. We're nearly at the MotoTrip because we decided that yeah, we can make it, you know, doing all the trip in one go. It's something over 1,000 miles. So yeah, we're gonna have to stop. Have to stop for the night, MotoTrip, get some rest, dinner, maybe a beer or two. I think I'm getting old. Yeah. It was really hot. Sorry, I was too tired to be filming anything. I just wanted to eat that hamburger and have some beer. That was it.
It's 22nd of July. It's Saturday, and it's unbelievable how quiet this place is. We stopped for the night in Magdeburg in Germany, and it just seemed weird that when you get up in the morning and you cannot see anyone on the street, or you cannot hear anyone on the street, you know, living all those years in loud Brighton, when you see all the, you know, how I call them, parachuters, after last night, you know, going back from a party, you know, that kind of stuff, and yeah, suddenly coming in here, and it's all quiet, well, one car passing by. Wow, I forgot how we can be, you know. makes such a huge difference, you know, makes such a change. Nice, peaceful. Yesterday we did most of the distance, so yeah, we did something a little bit over 600 miles, so yeah, 1,000 kilometers you can say, almost. And yeah, today we got significantly less. We need to do, I don't know, 400 miles, so yeah, it's not too bad, just a bit tired. Then again, hey ho, most of the journey is done. And yeah, just feeling old because back in the day I was able to do that journey, you know, from England to Poland in less than 24 hours, just in one go. You know, one stop for a quick sandwich, filling out the tank, and off I go. But yeah, yesterday, gosh, I was trashed. I don't know, probably something to do with the weather as well, because it was really, really hot. So yeah, today it's a little bit more cloudy. And yeah, I think we just had a tiny bit of shower. It's not too bad. As long as it's not gonna be heavy rain, I'm fine with that. And there she is, the morning star.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't feel me. I look terrible. It's normal on a road trip. Hey ho. Just getting breakfast and yeah, off we go. Woohoo! Because this is the journey.
And of course, Duke had to have his breakfast as well, isn't it? Yum 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 yum. And off we go, another few hundred miles. Well, pretty much there's no really point of putting that material, because yeah, it's just autobahn, it's just highway. Not much of an exciting thing happened. I mean, maybe except one, when there was a lorry in front of us, one of the tires blew up. Luckily we didn't get hit by any rubber pieces, but hey ho, you know the life. At that time obviously my camera was off, so not much to show. Obviously, if everything would go according to the plan, there will be no journey, no fun. Yeah. What happened is we've encountered a massive accident which caused a queue line, I don't know, along like 15 miles or something like that. So instead of just going highway, those those last miles, we've been circling around those tiny little villages, just literally as we crossed the border. Rosa wasn't really happy because state of those roads, oh my god, they were really bumpy. And her sitting on that Ducati for all those miles, yep, she wasn't impressed.
Tam. Nawigacja też tam pokazuje, tylko kwestia jest taka, że jak staniemy w korku, to znowu będzie pipa, nie?
Prawo jak zrobimy?
To zobaczymy, ile pokaże naokoło. Jak tam zrobimy 10 km czy 15 naokoło, to mnie nie robi, nie?
Me, from the other hand, I was really happy with it actually. Simply because I was missing all that countryside, the smell of fields, the forest, and I was actually quite glad that we got a little bit lost. The view's been taken pretty much out of Witcher 3, so what's not to like? The fatherland. Yeah.
While looking at those fields, it actually reminded me where Polska got its name from. Poland, as Pola, pretty much it means fields. So it's a field land.
Too epic? No, it's never too epic to do such a distance just to see your loved ones. Especially after considering the fact that in almost last 10 years I've seen my parents maybe 60 days altogether in those 10 years. So every time those returns are very emotional. That's one of the reasons why I didn't really film that moment, because yeah, I always see my parents in tears. Of course there are other tears of happiness, but yeah, I decided I'll just keep it for myself. You know, maybe one day when you will have kids and they will become immigrants looking for a better life out there, and you won't be seeing them much, maybe then you will understand. Was the music a little bit out of place? Too epic? No, it's never too epic to do such a distance just to see your loved ones.
Long story short, yeah, I'm sitting in the car with the sunglasses on inside. Pretty much because my eyes are burning out. It's something 3 AM in the morning and we're off. So obviously, yeah, we managed to get in one piece on the bike. Tried to Reda, which is my hometown. Now it's the second part of the journey when we're going by car. And yeah, it's early again, so off we go. Hi Dad. Hello. He's much better at getting up in the morning, but yeah, myself, nah. Here we go.
As I mentioned before, I wanted to spend more time with my parents, and I thought it's gonna be a great idea to do it like back in the days when we used to go by the lakeside, you know, summer house, tents, camping, fireplaces, and that kind of a thing. And all that while being surrounded by pure nature. Long story short, just like back in the days. We went to a really tiny place back south in Poland called Sława, which funny enough in English means fame. Literally, fame. So, good place to be for a vlogger. Even though that the place was tiny, it had a lot to offer. My friend from work, David, told me about this place because apparently when he used to be a kid, he used to go there a lot. And yeah, place is brilliant if you really want to relax and forget about your day job and blah blah.
Morning.
Morning.
So we're on the way. As we go, we're going to be passing garage. And guess what? Guess what's in the garage? My bike. I started to have, well, not a problem, but my valves start really ticking, like really loudly. So it means that I need to get them regulated. Whee! So it stayed overnight just over there. So by the time I'm gonna come back from those holidays, the mechanic's gonna adjust the valve.
Alright, now a little bit of a fast forward. Because at that time when I was recording the video, I still didn't know what exactly is going on with the bike. But now when I'm editing the video, well, it's much more painful than what I expected actually. Because there aren't valves or a piston slap or whatever making that noise. It was actually the crank getting, you know, the shift getting absolutely messed up. Funny enough, we managed to get back to UK, no problem at all. But as soon as I got it to the garage, yeah, I had to get rid of the engine. Yeah, very painful operation.
mnie. Tu lepiej nie zaglądajmy. Jest spoko. Jest spoko. Nie pal tego badzieja. Coś tu się hajcuje. To dobrze. Cześć Mopik. Noskowanie. Powiedzmy, oglądam to dzisiaj mając 60 lat. Co mi chcesz powiedzieć, mama?
To mi przyszło na myśl. Nie wiem.
Mam 60 lat, tata. Co chcesz mi powiedzieć, oglądając to?
Nie?
No.
I love you, my son.
Widzisz? No, dlatego warto mieć kamerę. Wzruszyłka się. Do buziaczka, szybciutko. No, a ty co mi powiesz? Stary, jesteś dalej stary.
Za 60. Nie wiem.
Nie mam jeszcze. Mam.
Słyszałem głos sam.
Perspektywy jest.
As you can imagine, we really spent some nice family time. Unfortunately, at one point we really did run out of weather, but it doesn't matter. It was warm. Even the rain is nicer here. Today we're just a few miles away from our summer house. We are in Żagań, which is my parents' hometown, but there is another story to that town, which I think might be quite interesting for those who like history, especially Second World War period. I'm pretty sure you're wondering now, why in the world you would make a memorial of a bear holding an artillery shell? Well, there is a quite interesting story connected with that, but I'm gonna tell you in a minute. But first... just a tiny note on the side. In any of my previous videos or vlogs, I never had a chance to mention that I actually really do take a great interest in Second World War and all of its events. What you can see here are the remains from the camp. Obviously all the personal belongings like shoes, combs, or even books. The Stalag was located very near one of the biggest train chains in the southern Poland. Speaking of trains, Żagań has the oldest train station in Poland, which is actually one of the oldest one in Europe, first founded and built in 1846. If I remember well, the only oldest terminal station is the one located in UK, in Liverpool, which was built in 1830, which absolutely makes sense, because by the end of the day, the British, they invented the steam trains, so that makes kind of a sense. Another thing, I always been a great fan of steam trains. So, being in Żagań, as we say it in Poland, and in English Sagan, would it be really shame not to visit Stalag 3? Remember that old famous film, The Great Escape? Those are the ruins of Stalag, where you had the POVs captured from many countries, and right here is where you used to have the barracks where the POVs used to be kept, and we are just next to a very famous tunnel called Harry. Not much of it left, because obviously it's been a long time. Obviously we didn't have all those trees, because yeah, that's all been growing since the end of the war. It's a long tunnel, I can tell you. And this is how wide was the tunnel. You know, trying to dig such a long tunnel in conspiracy so none of the guards would know about it, yeah, it's challenging. Over here you had the ruins of the hospital, which was on a campsite.
It's pretty creepy around here, I'm gonna say. That's the basement part of the hospital. Obviously not much left, but still it gives you the feel what happened here over 70 years ago.
At first it might appear just like a regular forest, but trust me, it's not. At the moment you're looking at the foundation on which barracks were standing on.
This is the reconstruction of the guard tower, and this is where the original one used to be. And this is the memorial where the exit from the tunnel was. The exit. The look of freedom, I guess. This is where the entrance used to be. Obviously the flooring when the cells used to be in this building. I can only imagine what kind of thoughts were going through people's minds while being locked up in here. You know, thinking of not being able to see your family again. Ooh.
And now it's all quiet. Okay, but enough about Second World War for a moment. One of the reasons why I've chosen this place and not other when it comes to spending holidays is because I don't know much about my parents' hometown, where they come from, you know, and that much of a history, because yeah, they moved out from over there up north where I used to live, you know, and obviously I was there once before, but yeah, I was like 6 years old, so couldn't really remember much from it. And yeah, it's just nice to take your parents there and just watch them when they're reliving the time of their youth, and yeah, it's quite nice. You know, it's one of those moments when your parents showing you, oh, this is the place, this is our first school, oh, or over here, that's where we got married, and you know, that's kind of those kind of things. It's actually, you know, quite nice. Also, we visited where they used to live, and obviously a few funny stories came up together with memories. Like one of those when my pop is showing me where they used to play football, and they used to have a really annoying neighbor, and every time, for example, they were playing and their ball went inside her garden, yeah, evil woman just was punching those balls, however it sounds like. So yeah, in the return they were receiving a completely flat ball, and yeah, poor boys couldn't play football anymore. Not to mention that obviously they were late 50s, so yeah, it was quite still fresh after the Second World War. So yeah, poor boys didn't have money for a new ball, so they had to repay her with, let's say, a joke. Yeah, while saying that, also my pap met his neighbor, which he hasn't seen, you know, like in 40 something years. So yeah, quite funny.
Jeszcze raz ta historia? Jeszcze raz tak.
No.
Te dwa okna u góry to są nasze okna.
Tutaj,
Tak.
tu i tu.
Na początku małżeństwa. Mój pokój był tutaj za dzieciaka. A dalej po drugiej stronie jest babci pokój był i dziadka. I kuchnia i łazienka. Nie?
Ulica nazywa się?
Ulic Stefana Okrzei.
Stefan Okrzej. Łobuz z Okrzej.
3.
No ogródki dalej są, co?
Krótki tak. O, tu mieszkała tak gruba maryna, myśmy nazwali. Tu jakby w palanka grali, albo w piłkę, jak piłka wpada, to piłki nam przecinała.
Aha, niezła sąsiadka.
No miła, tak.
Bardzo miła.
To jest bramka zrobiona jeszcze przez mojego ojca.
Tak?
Tak.
No proszę.
Te wszystkie słupki stoją jak stałe.
No proszę. Zobacz, jak Wandrykow zrobi i dalej stoi.
No stoi, kurde,
O.
prawie 70 lat. Skakałem po siatce, to mi ojciec później pobiedał za to, że siatkę wykrzepia.
Teraz się pamięta takie rzeczy.
Marek?
Nie.
Marek chwalisz?
Chyba.
Nie dasz mi?
No proszę.
Mamy Marka.
Ale wiesz co, nigdy bym cię nie poznał na ulicy.
Nie?
Nie. Taki
No
nie.
to mój syn.
Syn Bartosz.
Bartosz?
Gdzie ty masz jakiego syna?
Dwóch.
Kurka,
Jeden prawie 40
To ty już
lat,
taki
ten 30.
stary?
No ale ja już na emeryturze, chłopie.
Miło mi, Bartosz.
A to mój sąsiad z pierwszego piętra.
So as I mentioned before, yeah, there was a bit of a story trip over there. Even looking at those, you know, walls you can see over here, yeah, they're not just old, they still carry the damages, you know, from grenades and bullets, which used to fly around here, you know, pretty often. Oh yes, and of course, I almost forgot about Wojtek. A first bear who served in the army.
Damn Poles, they can tame anything. Actually, the whole story is pretty good. Okay, I guess we had enough of history for today, at least from me. Well, what can I say? We had a really good time after a day spent in Żagań, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we came back to our summer house, spent another couple of days, you know, enjoying ourselves and yeah, just chilling. Unfortunately, everything was good, yeah. Quickly has to come to an end. So with the next 2 days, as I said, we came back home. Well, home. Up north. Obviously spend a little bit of time, you know, riding around, filming and yeah, as holidays. General chilling.
Idzie James Bond.
James Bond, czekaj jeszcze.
Cały dzień, drugi dzień słońca.
No, może? Jaka Polska, taki James Bond. So, a very short update. We're in Gdynia, very near my hometown. Got beautiful Baltic Sea. It's really warm. It was something about 28 degrees. So yeah, I think I can continue my little vlog. I wasn't recording much in the last 7 days because yeah, as I mentioned, I wanted some time with my family. So we went down south, you know, near Sagan. Probably you might see in some of the pictures already on the profile. So yeah, pretty much most of the time we spend with the family, and yeah, I can continue doing those little vlogs. And obviously after returning, I'm gonna put up the whole material, so probably it's gonna be an exciting half an hour because yeah, there was quite a lot going on. Rosa is still waiting for the lighter, but I don't think I have the lighter with me. Tough. No smoking then. Oh. Very nice. And the next day we went to visit hell, like literally hell. It's a small town at the furthest point of the land which goes into the sea. Back in the days there used to be a military base over there, but nowadays you get summer resources and, you know, places like this. And also every year they do historical reenactment of the Second World War, mainly landing on the D-Day, you know, Omaha Beach. And it's quite cool. It's like watching Saving Private Ryan live, so it's pretty cool. All the tanks, historical equipments, weapons, and you know, all the guys dressed in US or German uniforms, and yeah, it's kind of a cool feel, you know, it's like time traveling. the historical point of view, it used to be one of the biggest army bases, because obviously it was going the furthest through the sea. So yeah, it's not a surprise that you can see army helicopters. Welcome back in another part of our journey. Today we're visiting Hell, but don't get it mistaken with hell in hell with devil and all that. Hell, H-E-L. It's pretty much the furthest point of Poland, north of Poland. So some of the locals they like to call it a beginning of Poland. So today visiting this place. Well, as you can tell, the weather is absolutely gorgeous. Not like our last few days, but that's another story. We're gonna continue with that. So we stopped today in a tiny little bar, and obviously having all the goodies from the sea. So all this, you know, fish soup and that kind of stuff. So all right, we're gonna continue later on.
Right, I thought that while we're waiting for food, might be a good idea to explain you motherfucker. Motherfucker in Polish means young seal. I'm not bullshitting you.
Finally, the food has arrived. You could tell that pretty much it's like fish and chips down in, you know, South Britain, but the difference is our fries are slim, just like our women.
You can tell straight away that it's a bad place to take your kid, because they're gonna scrounge every dollar out of you on the market. We chilled out a little bit, we sat down on the beach, and yeah, obviously we didn't want to spend the whole day. We went forward, we went 3 cities with our parents. Hey, some of the locations actually used in Witcher 3. Well, you can get the idea where they took them from. Hey, something for gaming fans here. Woo!
Quite funny coincidence, because on my travels I just encountered Mr. Sajrowski, which is one of the most famous Polish travelers. A bit of a coincidence. I'm not gonna come over because yeah, he looks a bit busy giving autograph, but still. Dziecko zaraz depczemy. No. No nie wiem, tata, wybierz sobie. My dad's one of the famous travelers. We just had so much luck that we could encounter the same guy giving autographs and selling books, so why not? Why not? Tata marynarz, pół świata zobaczy, łatwiej powiedzieć, gdzie go nie było.
To będzie 50 zł.
Proszę.
A w jakim stopniu pan pływa? No? A, szefku? No, dobra funkcja.
Najlepsza, na okręcie.
Wszyscy muszą być grzeczni z kapitanem łącznie.
Oczywiście.
Jeżeli można podłączyć.
Że pana, kapitan może pana wyrzucić, ale pan go może otruć. To jest doskonała pozycja.
No, to już gotowy. No, raz, dwa, trzy. Myk. Super.
Na pasażerski. Ja żygam, ale zawsze marzyłem o tym. Jakbym nie żygał, bym tam do setomki pływający kupił i...
Miło poznać.
Było poznać.
Open up. Ej. Jest z autografem. Happy? Happy? Very happy. Na zdrowie.
Ale wiem, że nie wiem.
Powiedz jak mocno, powiedz jak bardzo świetnie. 15 lat później, w SK. Nic się nie zmieniło. Musisz być zatrzymany, to będzie odbicie.
Nie, to pociąg.
After you. No ja po tym piachu tak bym nie...
Ty masz telefon, teraz mam z różką zdjęcie, a ty mogę być twoim kartą. Mamy obecnie, teraz mam zdjęcie. A my dwie dziewczyny miały być. On smaruje całą tą, no dobra.
And that was it. Next morning, we were heading back to England. Yeah, it's never easy to come back. Oh well, I'm not gonna say anything. I tell you something, people, you may laugh or not. I don't really believe in God, but there must be some kind of a higher force, you know, looking out, because at this point of the journey I didn't even realize I was going back home on almost destroyed shaft in my engine, which I didn't realize that in the very beginning. I just thought they are valves, but hey, we're really damn lucky that we did another 1,500 kilometers safe. I'm glad for that. thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy my video, feel more than welcome to hit that subscribe button to keep me motivated. Oh, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you're always up to date. For those who wish to say hi, there is a link to my Instagram account. And if you didn't enjoy the video, well, obviously just continue living a life of a common mortal and get off my freaking channel. Just kidding, I love you all. Stay safe. DukaDuke out.